Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Piers. I invest in service accommodation business. I've helped so many other service accommodation owner through my consulting and also my sourcing, but also have an online program where, again, a lot of people are enjoying their time staying at home, learning about service accommodation business, because my program, I put step-by-step process on how to start your service accommodation business, but also to actually scale. So if you're already an owner, that would also help you, because I show you some of the process that will help you scale your service accommodation quickly. So I'm going to leave the link down below for you, so please do check it out as well. Just a massive shout out to Damien, who's been absolutely engaging on all my videos. Thank you so much for following and actually subscribing to my channel, and I appreciate that you're asking me questions, because that allows me to actually, either give you some feedback, some knowledge that I have. And yeah, great that you're engaging on my videos. So guys, if you are wanted to know more about service accommodation, or you have some burning questions, I have all my social links down below, or even in the comment. Please do comment and ask me some questions, so hopefully. Well, this week has been fantastic for me. I've secured some great long-term bookings. Actually, on my social media I've shared as well, I just managed to secure over 8 weeks worth of £3,500 worth of booking as well. I've got so many other clients who's on a renewal basis. So at this moment of time, I think I am really enjoying the challenges that we're going through in service accommodation business. And not only that, I've been able to help a lot of service accommodation owners through a lot of free guides that I've picked out there for either Google My Business or Airbnb versus you. So if you guys are wanting to learn more, please to go visit my website, because that's got much more information, all the free guide, the resources as well, and it is worth checking out, because it gives you an idea of what I'm personally going through as a business, and also it shows that how I'm implementing it and how you will be able to implement in your business. Well, today's video is going to be something quite different. A lot of service accommodation owners, especially even if you're just starting, there's a lot of question around, do I go and buy furnitures, Piers, or do I just, lease them? What's the best way to actually work around it? So in today's video, I'm going to cover like a detailed process on the benefits, maybe some of the drawbacks of, either buying it or leasing it. And it's just some of the thoughts that you can start thinking about how it's going to work perfect for you, rather than what's worked for somebody else. So something I came across online, and I wanted to share this actually. It says, buying too big or of a building, or leasing too much space for too long of a term, has been death of many small businesses. This is constantly on my mind when working with these clients, and it's from Jeremy G. Wiz. Now, for me, that's quite a nice opening to, even when you're looking at businesses, you've got to think about, okay, where am I going to invest my money? How am I going to manage those, cash flows? Now, I've got a chunk of money. Do I just go and put that in all the furnitures and not have any money to scale up? Or actually then do I lease furniture and have some monthly cash flow, which is going to be a little bit higher than the normal, because now you've got an additional cost to it. So it really falls down to what works best for you. But in today's video, I'm just going to cover you general in details of what it can look like, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is something I go through in social media quite a lot, especially on my messaging, is people about to start service accommodation business, and I do get asked a lot saying, Piers, what's the best way to kind of get a deal? Or how do I structure a furniture and stuff like that? So the best thing, obviously, if you're new to service accommodation business, you might not know this, but service accommodation allows you to either, you can buy the furnitures, or you can lease the furnitures. And it's entirely up to you what works best for you. So in today's video, we're just going to cover as much as detail in between, buying furnitures or leasing the furnitures in. When you're buying furnitures, one of the things I've noticed is you could make it as competitive price as possible. What that means is, obviously, you're going to invest a bit of time actually finding those right deal for you. Now, depending on, sometimes I've found beds really well in one website, and then the next time I want to furnish something, I've gone and bought it from a different company, purely because they've got different sales going on. So the control is there that you can find it, and you could it kind of enables you to actually get something in the right price at the right time. Whereas in leasing, it can get a bit expensive. Now, expensive pricing, just because I wouldn't say it goes absolutely high off, but what you will be doing is when you're leasing, you're not allowed to choose and pick, and what, you know, there's only certain limitation you've got in actually finding those furnitures and the options that they have, and obviously plus any financial add-in that's going to cost you for that leasing. So that's kind of my first kind of difference between, you know, if you're buying it, then you've got a more competitive price. You can choose and you can pick and choose and control your pricing. Whereas in there, you've given a set pricing for 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, maybe some options, but yes, you will be spending a little bit more. Now, this really falls down to what you enjoy doing the most. Now, when you're buying furnitures, obviously, you need to make sure you find someone to put it together. Or if you're like me who doesn't enjoy doing it putting together, then obviously you've got to find someone, which means obviously there's a cost involved in there. Whereas when you're leasing furnitures, they've got an amazing team that will come in a day and actually get it done for you. Right now, where I personally think there's a great speed in place, because eventually what you're doing is you're setting up a day, you're getting that delivery, you're getting a team of people that comes in, put everything together, and generally I've heard that in a day they will get everything ready and done for you. Whereas I know that if you can't, and if it's your first one, and if you haven't planned it properly, you might find it difficult to find a handyman at the right price, and it needs, you know, an extra bit of work put into it. And this is where when, you know, one of the most asked question, I've done a video about it as well, is I get asked a lot saying, Piers, how much do I need to start my service accommodation business? Now, one of the things you probably see from this video now is it kind of tells you, it all falls down to what you want to achieve with your business as well. So my third thing is you've got high capital investment when you're buying, obviously when you're buying furniture, whereas there you've retained your capital. What that means is if you've got a pot of £5,000, you haven't invested all that money to actually furnish the apartment. What you've done is obviously you've leased the furniture, which means you've got an extra capital that's retained in your bank to either grow your business. Now, it really falls down to what you want to achieve with your business. Is it, you know, you've got that money to just invest it, or would you want to save it to retain your capital and eventually put it back into your business? Now, that's one of the things. This is why I say a lot of my service accommodation clients or people who get in touch with me, it really falls down to what you want to achieve with your business. I mean, when I say this, there is so much other things that you can see from the difference itself already. Anyway, there's some pros, cons, but one of the things, obviously, there is, you know, if you look at social media, there's a lot of people talking about it. I would highly recommend you speak to your accountant and kind of also plan your business. So if you're just getting into service accommodation business, there's no harm actually sitting down with your accountant and actually telling them what you're trying to achieve with the business. So they can ideally guide you on what's going to be best in terms of, you know, either the capital investment or retaining capital. But both of them, I believe, has got accounting benefits. And that's, you know, either you buy it or lease them. And that is for an accountant to be able to tell you exactly what accounting benefits do you have when you actually put an investment in straight to buy it or to put it on a lease. So I would highly recommend, please get in contact with your accountant and find out much more kind of details on what's more beneficial to you and your type of investment and your service accommodation business. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just want to give again a massive shout out to people who has been downloading my free Airbnb versus you guide. So at this moment, I'm pretty sure if you follow service accommodation business, or if you're watching at later date as well, I think we're now in April 2020, service accommodation business, obviously you advertise in OTA, all the online travel agents, mostly Airbnb and booking.com, has now blocked off our calendar till 9th of May 2020, which means service accommodation owners who are always been leveraging online travel agents such as Airbnb, booking.com, and had no kind of online, you know, online presence, they've now got to leverage all the other platforms and, you know, have a quick reaction to now not being present online through all this OTA. So I did a free training, I shared it with, you know, Serviced Accommodation Group, and now today there's, I think, just been over 150 downloads, and a lot of people have been implementing it. So you know what, guys, if you're looking to understand about service accommodation business, really to start and scale your business, I have an online program where I show you details step by step on how to start a service accommodation business. Obviously be ready for, you know, concerns like this, where what happens if, you know, we were not ready for market to actually close down like this, and today when it has, myself, my investors are working in a different way, making sure we're still being available for people to book and key workers to book. And you know what, we are getting some kind of sales. We're making sure that, you know, I secured £3,500 sales just about 5 days ago, which I'm going to do a completely new video about it and kind of explain you what involves while securing those kind of units as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give this video a massive like, subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with another video.